Right, welcome back to the channel. I'm in trouble with this Range Rover. I don't know what's up with it. I've just come out to it now and I was like, what's that noise? The fans are on, like the internal fans, you probably can hear them. They're on like full it and they're off. So I've come out to it and they were just on. I can turn them on and they come on, but they don't actually do anything. As soon as I switch them off, they just stay on. But it was fine before. I've literally just pulled in with it and it's been alright. So I don't know what that is. That needs investigation, but that'll just kill me battery, won't it? So I'm gonna have to try and find the fuse maybe for this blower motor side of it and just pull that out, because I can't have that running me battery dry. I'm gonna have to look into that. First thoughts, I'm thinking it could be that module, that relay, the module thing down here under my driver's feet. That is the only thing I think it could be. That like controls the circuit for it, and they are prone to fail. It has had a newish one on it, but it was only like a cheap Chinesey one for like 12 quid or something. It wasn't like it wasn't like a genuine one. So that I might quite quickly have a look at when I get back, try and see what's going on there. But when I turn them off, it goes worse. So if I leave them on a little bit, they kind of like, they calm down a bit. When I turn them off, it goes to like full. So I don't know what's going on there. The only thing I can think of is, like I say, it's that rectifier relay module-y thing that's down there. Looks like a porcupine, loads of spikes on it. Yeah, I have got two more though in the house that I ordered last time I was fighting with that blower motor problem. I have got two more in the house. One of them I know doesn't work because I bent it trying to get it in, and the second one I know does work, but it doesn't do all of them. It'll only give you half the, it won't give you full heater, it'll only give you half a heater. But I have kept them, but I'll have to just try and order another one. Well, what I'll do is I'll try one of them in there, see if that sorts it out. If that stops it, that I know that's what it is, I'll just order myself a new one. But yeah, very frustrating considering it. Alex, the only pull came in it about half an hour ago. That look was fine, and now it's not working for some reason. Right, where are we off now? Oh, I'm going to pick up a mower. I know it's the middle of winter and I don't really buy them at this time of year, but it's reasonable money and I'll buy it and keep it for the summer. What a nightmare. So yeah, so I'll cut in now anyway and I'll see if we can have a figure out, see what's up with this Range Rover. Right, catch you in a bit. Right, I've had to abandon where I was going. I was going to go and pick a machine up, but I've just rang him and told him I ain't coming. I've got to sort this car out, so I've pulled the fuse, nothing, it still stays on. I've just whipped the battery off now just to knock it off while I get in there. I'm going to pull this rectifier relay thing, or whatever it's called, from under these driver's pedals, and fingers crossed. But now it's starting to rain in it and I've got nowhere dry to do it, and I need this car for tomorrow, so I've got to go out in it tomorrow, and I can't have it just going off all day long. One, might catch fire or something. I can't just have it on all day and it'll just run the battery down. If I can get it unplugged and just get it stopped, that'll be half the battle. If worse comes worse, next plan, I'm gonna have to take this. Oh, there's my umbrella gone. Got my brolly over my car like that. Open it, just keeps the rain off me. Next thing I'll have to do is I'll take all this dashboard off, bury my way in there, and just unplug the motor itself, isolate the cables and whatnot, make sure they're not going to touch anything, and I'll just leave it off and just drive around in the cold in it. So yeah, that's where I'm up to. I'll try and film now and show you where I'm getting into. It's a pain in the arse. Oh, there we go. Right, I've got that off there. Get them out my way. Out my way. Got that up there somewhere out the bloody way. Alright, move them out the way. Don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. Don't need that. Get rid of all of them. Getting it off. Are you filming? Oh. Yeah, getting it off is easier than it is getting it back on. It's a bloody nightmare to get back on. So it's up. Look at that camera, and I'll try and show you. It is that thing there. See that funny shaped triangle thing? That's what I've got to try and get out, and you can only just about get to it. So we'll give that a whirl now anyway. Oh, there she is. She's just come straight out. Never fucking go in properly. No, I'm gonna have to just lean on the floor. For fuck's sake. There we go. Right, that's unplugged. I've done this a few times before. That is what I think might have gone wrong. So I'm going to put the battery back on, and then see if that carries on. If it stops, I know I'm winning. Yeah, it's gone off. No blowers. Yeah, no blowers. We've got too many times me right, because I've had that battery off now a couple of times. I'm gonna have to get into my air suspension module and unplug that and plug that back in. I was hoping I'd catch it without having to do that. So now I get my diagnostics tool. I'll see if I can work it, but I bet you any money it won't work. I bet you it's that that's failed. It's only a cheap Chinese one, but I bet you that's failed. Yeah, so what I get is an ECU fault, which it's not. It's just because it's had that much battery drain, it don't like it, so that won't ever clear now. So what I have to do is unplug it round there, and it'll come back. Yeah. What a nightmare. What a nightmare. There we go. I can just about get to it without having to take it all off. Oh, fuck off. I swear to God. I'm snapping this in a minute. Just to get into it a bit easier. Right. Just get it to unplug ever so slightly. That fucking whole thing's moving. There we go, click that back. Have you got a flat screwdriver for me, please? Yeah. Small one. Biggish. Yeah. We'll feel around that corner. Try and get it lined up. Where I need it to be. No. I'm getting soaked now. Right. Try again. I can bring that back down. trying to do is get that back in there. I was being lazy and I was trying to not have to take that off. And I was struggling to get it in. There we go. That's my air suspension, should be sorted now. If I unplug it and plug it back in, it comes back into life. That's better fucking move. Lost it, haven't I?
One thing that leads to another, isn't it?
I'm not speaking to it. Can't get me thing back now. I'll take all that off again. So this is your little air suspension control module thing. If I just unplug it for a minute or two, you can't, oh shit, you can't open them. Just have a double check, there's no water in there. No, it's fine. Right, switch that back on now with it not plugged in, and let's see if that will annoy it and get it to kick in. Oh. Well, it's not plugged in though, so
Air suspension inactive.
yeah, well that's what I wanted. Try and speak to something that's not there. I might just annoy it enough. There we go, buzzing. Right. Turn it off, ignition off.
No.
Right, ignition on.
Suspension inactive.
Yes, there we go. Pointing at me. Right, so what I've had to do there is unplug it a few times and get it to realise it's not there. So what it does, it'll log like a hard fault sometimes. If I've had my battery on and off more than so many times, it registers like a hard fault, and then it won't even speak to it. So what you got to do is unplug it a couple of times, plug it back in, get it to know it's not there, and then when it comes back on. So as you can see now, I've got full air suspension again. So if you ever have battery problems with these and you lose your air suspension, you might not get it back. You have to get in here, unplug it a few times, and then it'll be all right then. Right, so that's that sorted. I'll put all this back and then go back to the original problem what I've got with that heater thing. As you can tell, I know exactly what to do. This has happened to me many times before when I've changed batteries and things. So I do know this car like the back of my hand now. I know exactly where to go every time she whinges at me for something. I kind of like automatic. I've got like a sixth sense for it. I know exactly what to do usually. And yeah, I don't take much care of it anymore. It winds me up sometimes. And it is like a workhorse now. It's not like a Range Rover that you'd go out Range Rovering in. It's like a car that just works now. So she does get treated like a workhorse as well. Especially when she brakes on me and winds me up. Seems to treat it worse. And all these little screws, loads of people have fitted. Like, I'll never sell this car. Like, it'll die with me, this car, so it don't bother me that, like, you know, all the screws haven't gone in and all that sort of stuff. Not bothered really. Oh, I can't remember, but I can't ever do this when my head's torch on. I have to take that off. I remember doing this, it's a ball ache in the job, this. No, I can't get in there. No. Aha. There we go. She's on. Fuck off. Yeah. I think so. Need a good push now. It never goes on properly. Top one's in. The bottom one's in. Now, try and plug it back in. I don't know if I can see the damn thing now. Fuck's sake. Not that there. Give that brake pedal a good squeeze. Jesus Christ. Hopefully whatever that is awake should stop eventually. Let's see if this one's the one out. There we go, right. So that's, let me knock this off. Yeah, so that was my problem. I knew it would be. It'd be that stupid hedgehog thing, this thing here. So that's failed. I knew it would have been that. Yeah, so luckily enough I had a spare one. Like I said, I've got to go out in this tomorrow, so I've missed that machine now. They won't be there now after 5, 6 o'clock. But at least I got my car sorted, that's the main thing. Well, it's 5 o'clock now, so I won't make it there. I'm back in time now. Yeah, fingers crossed that sorts me little problem out. So my air suspension's working again and my fans are working. And hopefully I won't have a battery drain. But yeah, fair to use, nice one for watching. And that was a bit of a random Range Rover video that I wasn't expecting to make. But if you ever have that problem, at least you've got half a chance at maybe seeing how it works and everything, and you'll be able to work out from there. Anyway, nice one for watching. I'll put this back together and I'll catch you on the next one.